Hello everyone, Terminator Fan 1984 here, and welcome to another Floating Sandbox video. Now, you notice I have something in my hand, or at least in my cursor. What I have here is one of the newest tools. Now, I should mention is they added 9 new ships, much new stuff involving the shipbuilder, and, you know, well actually not, but in short, they added whole new stuff, which I will show y'all here. So first we're gonna do this, and then put this all the way up. Now I have to pause that for a minute, but there goes what's left of Titanic. Oh, its bow and everything is torn up. The only thing left of it is its... Oh yeah, you can already tell. Splash stuff there. So, yeah, we're gonna actually also run another ship into the... So we're gonna pull, actually, yeah, let's get this one, the Borealis. And what we're gonna do is position it here. You may wonder why here. Well, we're about to do something. Alright, so what I'm doing here with the Borealis is, well, I'm gonna unpause it. No, I did not want that, I want this. So, you're gonna notice there is gonna be something different with the ship. And this is because, and I'm not kidding, they changed the rust and everything. So algae and all that can also build up, and of course rust can still do damage. I have everything set to 10, except for the one of these settings, which is set to a 5. Which just makes it go. Of course, it would kind of go something like that if I didn't do any tampering with the settings. But, yeah, that is some of the new stuff. They added 9 new ships, as I probably already said before, but, I probably wouldn't be able to go through all of them. So for now, we're gonna actually go to the next thing, which is the shipbuilder. Alright, so I pulled in the Borealis here, because I do not want to actually, spawn in or make a new thing. We're not going to edit this, of course. We're actually going to check out the new stuff in here. So we have the usual stuff here. That is until you get around here. There is, and I'm not kidding, water soluble, if I'm even saying that right, aluminum hulls, I-beams along with aerodynamic aluminum hulls. These are of course some of the many things. And I do believe, if you also scroll up, you, of course, you don't see the rest of them have the same thing. If we go with a wood, we have various types of wood, as you can probably see. I don't think the wood type was ever mentioned before. I think it actually was, so I could be wrong. got plastic, and you can see we have styrofoam here and mylar, which I think were already in the game before, so we'll probably just going through this stuff, see if there's any new stuff. We've got rubber, various types, of course. Carbon. We got concrete if you want to make a concrete chip, which, you know, this has already been in the game. We also have different kinds of cloth. We have regular, soft, strong cloth, and strong, you know, soft cloth. And you could see it tells you everything that's needed in the bottom. If we go to cardboard, we can see the usual stuff, even the paper hull. And if we go to elements, well, you already know what happens here. For air, helium, hydrogen, sodium, water. If we go to other materials, we have diesel, gunpowder light and strong, and nitroglycerin, also light and strong. And you know what that means, they're explosive. And this is just a clear, which, you know, does this practically. But, yeah, we are going to probably go back to the, you know, game, so we can see if we can interact with other stuff. It was a smaller vessel, which I don't think we ever had a smaller version of the Panagiotis in this game before. Though I could be wrong. But before I even end this video here, let me check if we have anything else. Actually, you know what? I have an idea. Let's do burn the vessel. Oh yeah, hold on. Yeah, sounds with a bubble above the whistle and all that. So we're on the generic ones of the Titanic world's tripod. It's got a tripod. Alright, so instead of trying to burn the ship down, we are actually going to do something with one of the tools. you all got to see the destruction of the Titanic, and goodness me, it broke up more quickly than Titanic from that one episode of Futurama. But actually, before I even end the video, I do have a couple of things I want to actually say. Of course, one of them is a sponsor to a couple of my own things, another is a sponsor to something involving Floating Sandbox. So those who don't know, Floating Sandbox does have a mobile game, which is of course like that of the one from Game Jolt, with some differences, if I'm not mistaken. But if you want to play this, of course you have to spend money to play it, but hey, it does, once you actually, before I start some words, um, well, I'm actually going to say this. This game is fun to play. And it actually is better than any of the, better than any other games that probably like use a random PNG of a ship to sink it and have a hole puncturing mechanic where you just puncture one hole and the ship is down, or at least it's sunk, which does happen in this game because certain ships are built with just, no compartments at all, which can make the sinking probably quite unique. But now, let me get on to the next thing. The next thing I want to also promote is that of my Rebrickable, which, you already know, I do make Lego MOCs, usually about locomotives and all that, but I do have a couple Lego MOCs that have come out, and by the time this video comes out, most likely maybe a couple or another Lego MOC has came out, and it's still not a couple Lego MOCs, it'll be like maybe just one or perhaps three, depending on when this video does come out. So right now, of course, as you all know, these Lego MOCs have their instructions for free, or they are, a premium, which means you would have to pay for the instructions. The parts do come separately, as I don't, have, the control over the prices of the parts or where you can get them from. I should mention they're only available on Rebrickable and not, you know, places like AliExpress or Temu or the TikTok shop. Those are counterfeits and you'll get scammed if you try to get any from those. As you already know, I have a Twitter, which means that you can actually, you know, just see where I post teasers. As you already know, this Lego mock here is already out. This is the one in the second image here. I've yet to post the teaser involved in another, what kind of, is a different locomotive, or not really a locomotive, but used part of a locomotive. Now, uh, or not, but you know what I mean. Basically, short, you can find my teasers, of course, on Rebrickable, and locomotives that are teased do not be, are not, like, so for all this babbling, I would, when it comes to these Lego mocks, when it comes to teasers, this right now is, you know, one of the many things that I basically do. In short, I will be hush hush involving the locomotives I tease or whatever they involve, and I will not post the locomotives until they are out on Rebrickable. But yeah, sorry about the whole slowing of words there. Don't mean to do that. But, you know. Mm, yeah, you already know what I mean. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this. Have a good day or night. Depends on when you've seen this. And, well, make sure to get, Floating Sandbox on either the Google Play Store, or get it on, Game Jolt. See you next time. Bye.